So you live in Pennsylvania, and a car problem is blocking you from getting to your job, to school, or maybe even to a doctor's appointment. If that sounds like you, then you are in the right place. We're about to map out exactly how to find car assistance in the Keystone State, step by step. And this quote, wow, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? For so many folks in Pennsylvania, a working car isn't some kind of luxury. It is the one thing that connects you to everything else. And when that connection breaks, it can feel like your whole world is about to fall apart. That's the problem we're here to tackle. And the solution? Well, it often comes in the form of what's called a car voucher program. You should really think of it as a lifeline. It's a specific kind of help that's designed to give you that financial boost for car-related costs, which is what keeps families on the road and independent. To get you there, here's our roadmap. We're going to start by figuring out the Pennsylvania puzzle. Then we'll pinpoint exactly where you can find help, what you'll need to qualify, and I'll walk you through a 5-step guide to applying. We'll wrap things up with some real keys to success. Okay, first things first, let's talk about what can be the most confusing part of this whole thing. Just trying to understand how car assistance is even set up in Pennsylvania. It's kind of like a puzzle, but don't worry, we're going to put the pieces together. So this is it. This is the big question that almost everyone asks first. Is there one main office, one website or a single program that covers the entire state for car help? It makes sense. That's what you'd look for, right? And the answer, plain and simple, is no. Pennsylvania does not have one big, single, statewide program for car assistance. Just knowing this from the get-go can save you so much time and frustration. But, and this is a big but, please do not get discouraged. That no is not the end of the story, not even close. In fact, it's really just the beginning. Because while there isn't one state program, the real help, the actual help, is found at the local level. And that's where your personal roadmap truly begins. So here's the key takeaway. The help is spread out. Think of it like a network of local lifelines. You've got your county assistance offices, nonprofits like the Salvation Army, and even job programs through PA CareerLink. You also have what are called community action agencies, like LCAP in Lawrence County, that might offer direct help. But your first call, your starting point, should almost always be PA 211. Let's make this super clear. You've got two main players here. Think of PA 211 as the connector or the operator. They don't have the money themselves, but they are the experts who know exactly which local groups in your specific county do have the funds right now. They make the introduction, and then it's those local agencies that provide the actual repair vouchers or other assistance. Okay, so now you know where to start looking. The next logical question is, all right, but do I even qualify? So let's run through the most common things they'll ask for so you can get all your ducks in a row. Now, every program is going to have slightly different rules, but they almost all look for these 5 basic things. You have to prove you're a low-income resident of Pennsylvania with a valid driver's license. This next one is crucial. You have to show a documented need, like getting to a job or a doctor. And finally, you have to show that you can handle the ongoing costs, like insurance and gas, once the car is fixed. This table breaks down exactly what paperwork you should start gathering and, more importantly, why you need it. It's not just a bunch of random documents. Your pay stubs prove your income. A utility bill proves you live in PA. And that letter from your boss or a note from your doctor, that's what proves your specific need for a car. Getting these things organized is really step 1 to a good application. All right, you know where to look, and you have your documents ready. Let's put it all together. Here is a super simple 5-step guide that will take you from the very start all the way to the finish line. It really can be this straightforward. Step 1, you've already done that by collecting your papers. Step 2, make that call to PA 211 to find a local program. From there, it's just about filling out the application and handing over those documents. If you get approved, the money is almost always sent right to the mechanic or the car dealership, not to you directly. So, what kind of money are we actually talking about here? Well, for car repairs, the help usually falls somewhere in this range, about $500 to $1,500. And that, right there, can be a total game changer, often covering the exact cost to fix a major problem and get you safely back on the road. All right, let's talk strategy, because knowing the steps is one thing, but actually getting through the process successfully is another. This last part is all about giving you the keys to navigate the common challenges you might face. It's really important to be realistic about the potential roadblocks. The biggest one for sure is that these programs have limited money and it can run out fast. You might also find there are fewer options in more rural counties. And always remember, these programs help with the big upfront problem, but the day-to-day costs are still up to you. But you can absolutely be strategic to get around these hurdles. Think of this as your playbook. First off, apply early in the year, January or February, when budgets are fresh. Second, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Call more than one agency. And this is a big one. If someone tells you no, don't just hang up. Ask them, is there anyone else you think I should call? Persistence is key here. So let's wrap this all up. The path is clear. Start with PA 211 and then follow their directions to local agencies. But the goal is so much bigger than just a car. It's about having reliable access to work, to school, to the doctor. The real result is the stability and the independence that having a working car gives you. And that brings us to one last thought. We've talked a lot about what a car means for one person or one family, but a reliable car doesn't just move one person forward. It lets that person be a better employee, spend money in their local community, and build a more stable life. So the question I want to leave you with is this. How does solving this one transportation problem for one family actually help drive an entire community forward?